because I think it's more of a male nickname than it is female.
At least in America. That's
Yeah,
my
America
experience.
especially. AJ is always
Yeah.
like a frat boy or something.
You know,
yeah.
you say that.
AJ's your boy.
I understand where people are coming from, but all of the AJs I've actually like known have been girls.
Ah.
Oh.
Guys, I got my knife ready again today.
Oh, all right.
Set. All set.
Gotta have the
Nice and threatening.
Nice and threatening. And today I got a 10 card.
Oh, wow. We should all bring props,
great.
or is that extra credit?
That extra credit.
All I have is my soul coin, and I don't. Oh, there it is.
What a rabbit.
John.
Anime.
Oh, cute!
Yes.
Oh, hey.
That's the Fukushima City mascot.
Oh, really? I
Oh.
didn't know that. Are you up in Fukushima?
Fukushima City. Yeah.
Yeah, I was in Iwaki with John before. Not with John, but same city.
We were all with John.
My 7-year-old daughter's been bugging me to take her to Hawaiians.
Yes.
Yeah.
John?
Yep.
I noticed last week that the video footage was like distorted slightly. Our heads were like slightly thinner than they naturally are. Is that just like a settings thing? I just wanted to ask about it.
I didn't change the video ratio in that way. I just rescaled them like full in X and the Y.
Yeah,
So,
yeah. I don't know. Last week it was just slightly distorted.
Really?
Yeah.
Would you like to be wider?
I mean, you can make my face fatter. It's fine. No, I just thought I'd ask just in case, like you hadn't noticed or it was
Yeah,
something.
like back when we used the first few sessions I used to do, when I was adjusting video sizes, I used to just do it one way and instead of doing both directions. But I've stopped doing that now, so it should be what's on screen. Maybe my zoom is strange.
I'm sure. Oh, are we live already?
I'm just on the starting screen.
I'm watching us live.
Oh, I didn't know if
Hi,
that was
everybody.
okay. Or if I'd get like...
hello wherever and whenever you are. Properly this time. Sorry about that. It's like to peek behind the curtain, as it were. So I just messed up on my end. Excuse me about that. Welcome on, everyone, and absolute pleasure to have you all here to joining us again as we head back to the tropical island paradise and treacherous location that is the Snout of Omgar. It is an absolute joy to be back here with all of these lovely people, who we shall get to in a moment. But welcoming back all of you as well. Absolutely, my friend. Thank you so much. So good to be playing in Candlekeep again on Saturday. Now, let us get into a few things here. As well as all of you fine folks there, let us say a massive thank you to those wonderful people over on the VOD squad, catching up with our adventures whenever they get the chance to do so. It's an absolute pleasure to have you along. Thank you so much. And also saying thank yous, let me say a huge thank you to our sponsor at the moment, who is the wonderful CZRPG, who has very kindly donated a copy of their Encounters in Chult, just over the bay there on the mainland, as you can also enjoy all of the fabulous encounters and scenarios that are in that little supplement for that jungle peninsula. From DM's Guild, multi-time bestseller, CZRPG, our good friend down there in Brazil. Now, I think it's this. Am I right? No, I'm not. Damn it. Okay. What was it? I'm trying to think. What did I make as the command? I thought it was sponsor. Maybe it must be... Hang on. I got this right. I think there's an automatic one that's coming up. That's right. There's an automatic one coming up soon. But there is also our giveaway. There we go. Boom. There we go. Okay. Hey, Charlie. Now, your chance to win a copy of Encounters in Chult from DM's Guild bestseller, CZRPG, as I said. And I am going to open that up right now. So if you want your chance to win AJ's friend, Serum got it last time. It was the lucky one there. And it's good to see lots of folks from Roll for Damage in already. Thank you. Good to see you. And let us get this giveaway going, shall we? So hang on a moment. Let me open it up here. And this one. And go. Okay, there you go, everyone. Please type in that one there. Okay. Is it open? Yes. Okay. Actually, everyone, sorry. Spotgeek and Omi and Charlie, please type in exclamation enter for your chance, please. Excuse me. You know when you change it to something new, there's one spot you don't change it. It was that one right there. Everything else says it properly. Sorry, Spotgeek. Not that one. Exclamation enter, please. Like this. Oop. Hurrah. Ah, okay. There's a little time down on it. No problem. Okay, yes, that's it. There you go. Charlie, Omi's in there. Thank you. So, everyone, good luck in that. I hope that one of you is going to walk away and be very happy with that supplement for your adventures. Now, speaking of thank yous, let us also say a big thank you to those wonderful people at Sirenscape, because they are providing all kinds of wonderful sound effects and music for this evening. You can try them for free, and if you fall in love with their sounds like we are, you can become a Super Siren subscriber and have access to all of their stuff all of the time for all of your games. It is fantastic. Now, if you also like music such as we are hearing now, do head on over to YouTube. The fantastic channels Dark Fantasy Studio, Travis Savoy, and Epic Journey are amazing sources of music for your games that you are free to use in your streaming or otherwise. This particular tune is from Travis Savoy, who makes soundtracks for the various published modules. This is from his Chult, his Tomb of Annihilation soundtrack. And also over on Patreon, do check out the amazing Will Savino as well. Let me give you a little exclamation socials over here, and you can find the links to our YouTube. If you head to the YouTube, all of our VODs down in the information have the links for those amazing channels. So do head on over and give them a look if you are so inclined. And our Twitter is on there as well, so you can follow and get all of the news and informations that you need to keep up with what's going on over here, because there's an awful lot going on. Now, that's enough of me. Let us go back over and meet all of these lovely people. Thank you once again for joining me. It is an absolute pleasure to have you here for this mini summer campaign. Who are you? Who are you playing? And where are they at right now? Corvina, please.
Ooh. Hi, I am AJ Winters. Today I am playing Corvina, a Kalashtar barbarian. She is currently talking to the spirit in her head and convincing her friend who just had some sort of creepy vision not to embrace the rage within. Weird thing for a barbarian to say, but she has her lessons.
Noted, noted. Thank you. Hey, Aftermath. And moving on around the overlay, thank you, Koa. And moving on to Waku, please.
Hello, I'm Josh. Normally you can see me as Firemont or Tong, but today you can see me as Waku. And Waku just got hit by his friend, but that's okay. We're friends. You can forgive these things, but most important is there's probably treasure down in that temple over there.
I reckon.
So we're excited.
Thank you. Moving on round to said slightly aggressive friend, Shadow, please.
I'm Chase. I'm role-playing as Shadow, the Dark Elf Oath of Vengeance Paladin. I mistakenly took my friend for an enemy upon exiting a trance from my god, and dealt a little friendly fire. But we promised him some treasure in recompense, so yeah. We are ready to kill some enemy snakes.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. And today I am representing Shadow's God with my Dungeon Meowster t-shirts.
All about
all
the
hail,
cats.
all hail Bast. Okay, thank you. Moving on to Wonder, please.
Hi, I'm Aelin. I'll be playing Wander, who is basically trying to make sure that none of his new friends meet an unnatural end.
Noted. Make it all natural. Thank you. And finally, but certainly not least, Kidash, please.
G'day, Andy. I'm playing Kidash, the Turtle Druid, and he's looking forward today to cleansing this. We've got the Shrine of the Fangs.
Mm-hmm.
Looking forward to cleansing that and restoring it back to its natural state.
Indeed. Thank you very much. Now, I now have a proper map, so you have to excuse me. The map in the module is portrait, so I had to flip it on its side to make it landscape. But I've relabeled it. Just all the volcanoes are pointing the wrong way. Ignore that. Okay. So here we are. This is the Snout of Omgar. And you, dear friends at home, can follow along and see where they are in this little tropical island that they find themselves on, as we take a little dive back into our recap here. So, last time, Waku, Shadow, Wonder, and Kidash arrived at the total village of Hoi Hoi by ship from the Chult city of Port Nyanzaru. Waku seeking to build up their treasure hoard to become a proper dragon. Shadow sent on a mission from his god Bast to clear out the usurpers from this Shrine of Fangs. Wonder, a practitioner of funeral rites, having heard that there was the rare event happening that a turtle was going to naturally pass on, and they wanted to be witness to that and, if possible, help them on their way. And finally, Kidash, who, being a turtle himself, wanted to visit the famed nesting grounds after his own egg had been washed away and he was raised in a halfling settlement far, far away. But turtles want to roam and very happy to be moving all over and about the place, so he has found his way back to the Snout of Omgar. Now, they arrived in the town and met with the elders, who referred to them as a group named the Five. Now, there was only 4 of them, but they were told that there was a 5th member Coavena already living down the beach a ways, and that they should probably go down and meet up with them. So they took a little stroll along the shoreline, and they met with Koa, who was out the front of her shipwreck hut, gutting fish with that nasty-looking blade, and doing it very efficiently, and chatting away to someone that they couldn't see, but not sure who that is just yet. Having made themselves known and got together, they went back to the village, where they heard the prophecy of Omgar. This island is fabled to be an actual gigantic turtle, rumored to be trapped in place as it was resting by some strange forces that they are not sure, and that these 5 adventurers were prophesied to come and free the mighty beast from its capture, that it may once more roam all of the seas where it should be free to go as it pleases. They, having said farewell to the old turtle guesser, as indeed he was on his last legs, and about, in his own words, to take his final swim and pop his shell, which we were happy to find out that, it's the total version of pop your clogs. And they were happy to see that it didn't actually pop out of the shell, and just died a very peaceful and happy death, surrounded by his friends, and after having a good meal, and having laid eyes on the prophesied 5, happy that he could move on, and that his shell would help to defend the walls of this fine nesting site of Ahoy Hoy. Our adventurers, having seen that and said a few final words, headed south through the jungle towards the mountains, and after passing a very thankfully uneventful journey, they arrived in a secluded valley, and they arrived on the side, high up on the mountainside, in a clearing of the jungle, looking out on this densely green valley, plucked in the middle of which was the ominous-looking Shrine of Fangs, the Bast temple that had been taken over, apparently by Yuan Ti invaders and usurpers. That was where Shadov received a vision from his god, a vision from Bast himself, telling him that this was the time, this was his moment to purge and drive out the, I was going to say non-believers, but they do believe, just in someone else, to get rid of the fake god-worshipping Yuan Ti, and to reclaim the temple in the name of Bast. And that looked a little something like this.
There he is. Now, Shadow. Now is your time. Purge the temple. Take it back in the name of Bast.
So you shall. Now, we are going to jump ahead a little bit as Waku licks his wounds, and you clambered down the side of the valley, and then, let me bring you over to this magnificent sight that you had from the mountainside. Boop. Ooh, teeny tiny. Zoom. There it is. The temple rising up from the jungle floor. You clambered your way down and started to clamber up again, because you had to climb up the first terrace. There's the entrance. Shadow, you would be familiar with the design of these kind of temples. The entrance was up there on that second layer, itself covered with greenery and jungle foliage, as the surrounding jungle tries to retake all of these structures that other life forms dared to build in the midst of all of their majestic natural glory. And all of you, let me change up our sirenscape here a moment as we return to the jungle once more. Now, all of you find yourselves making your way down through the trees and creepers, using the vines, lots of handholds, lots of things to help you with the climb, so no checks need to be made. But as you get closer to the shrine, yes, there it is, cutting your way through, as you make your way down to the shrine, you see, as Shadov, you would kind of expect in this situation, you start to see amazing statuary. Just these beautiful statues of all kinds of creatures and humanoids as you make your way down towards the main temple there. And it's clear that these Yuan-Ti that were so rude as to come into this temple and take it for themselves, they've clearly added temple statuary of their own, as there are more recent, you can tell by the lack of undergrowth and greenery that's climbing up over them, there are more recent Yuan-Ti statues that have been added to the collection. You find yourselves wondering if there's any kind of tectonic activity. You saw the volcanoes in the distance, gouting fire and smoke into the sky. There must be some kind of earthquake activity or something, because some of the statues, they're not aligned very orderly. They're kind of haphazard in the way that they're arrayed through the grounds here. And you clamber up the side of the pyramid. And as you do, what are you saying to each other?
Waku leans over to Kadash and says, don't tell the others, but my earthquake, not that powerful, was not me.
I wonder about the off-putting nature of the buildings and how they seem to rise in defiance of nature instead of working with it.
I am suspicious. It seems as though these are recent statues, and I know of a legend. I'm hoping it is not what I think it is.
What's the legend?
Many snakes causing statues, like a creature with snake hair. Never heard of it?
No!
Can
you elaborate?
I do not know much, and it might not matter. It might not be true. But do not look into the eyes of creatures that you do not recognize. You might turn to stone yourself.
Usually they're so tall, I can't see. Usually it's no problem, but good advice.
Can I closely inspect one of these statues?
Please.
May I assist?
Yeah. Please give an investigation check.
Where am I? Is that insight or investigation?
Investigation, yeah.
Okay. It's a 9.
Say again, sorry?
A 9.
A 9. Okay. I mean, you would say the statue that you look at, it looks like a half-elf. Kind of similar clothes. Sorry, should I go for it?
And ask, do you notice anything strange about these statues? Have you seen this as anything in your travels?
Who was that to?
A Wanda? Like, can she cure petrification, as it were?
That was kind of curious. Do these statues look like they're distinctly for any sort of like religious iconography, or do they seem like they are
This half elf that
very
the two
random?
of you, the half elf the two of you are looking at does seem to wear. They seem to have some kind of robes on. Yeah.
Oh, do you want to know about this statue?
Please.
Well, I am Waku, great and powerful sorcerer. 10 minutes, please. I'll ritual cast Identify.
Identify, as in magic.
Yeah.
Okay. So, the rest of you kind of like poking around, looking around the different structures that are thrusting up out of the jungle floor. And 10 minutes later, and Waku finishes their ritual. There doesn't seem to be any magic on it.
Oh. There's no magic. Just a statue. It's the Identify spell.
That's a handy spell.
I search for movement.
You stick that in Roll20 chat, Josh, just in case.
Yeah.
Koa, I mean, even without a perception check, but I mean, you know, for finesse, you could do that. But there are things flitting here and there all over the jungle around you, and like birds alighting on the pyramid. A couple of monkeys clambering up the higher levels. Shadov, you know the higher levels will just be ornamental.
Do we hear any sounds of like movement coming from inside the temple? Like there are people living here or worshipping here?
Give me a perception check.
Not terrible. 15.
Okay. Nothing above the sounds of the jungle.
So these UNT are snake people? Snake gods?
Yes, snake people. No legs, I think.
Variations. There are ones. The purebloods basically look human. There's certain parts of their eyes and small patches of slightly scaly skin, but there are other types that are half and half. Humanoid torsos with snake-like arms. Just reptilian heads on humanoid bodies. And then there are those that are basically just oversized snakes. And you do see some of those, the so-called abominations, which is not used as a bad term, I don't think, in that situation. And you do see some of the statues are of these almost, natural-looking snakes, but they're definitely UNT from the size of them.
And they deface the Bass statues.
There are Shadov, you can definitely see statues on the building itself where you would expect them to be, kind of like in niches in the walls and things on the outside, where the garments are definitely Bast in nature, but the heads have been changed into snake-like heads.
Mm-hmm.
So that it definitely was converted into a UNT temple at some point.
Not to be rude, but anything that involves the words cleanse and purge does not sound like a good thing.
Well.
I think yes. Let's continue.
Yeah.
Though just to be aware, there are from what I can tell, no signs of life, which doesn't. If the Yuan-Ti are living here, it just. There may be more. Theory, less theory and more truth to statuary people tale.
Can we check for signs of life? Have we done that already?
Yeah, that's happened. Yeah.
Oh,
So
can we check for traps?
Nearby
here you are.
entrances.
Yeah, this is how you've clambered up. You can see, as you can see, there's one of those Yuan-Ti right there by the door, and other animals as well. So these are all statues that you can see here, the ones that aren't you. Everyone got eyes on okay?
Yes.
So, the doors are open. Sunlight is spilling through into the interior, allowing you to see what you can see.
I think me and Waku should step in first, seeing as we have night vision or something.
Oh, yes. That's okay. Let's go. Waku will
Alright.
step up.
Please. And if you're able, please move around using your cursor keys, as opposed to drag and dropping.
Waku will tap on the door with his staff.
They're kind of half open already.
He'll push it open with his staff.
Just creaks open.
Err.
And you step in, and it's a little cooler inside within the stonework of the temple, and the sounds of the jungle decrease somewhat.
Oh, it's another statue. Boxes. Waku will run over to the boxes and start to rummage through them.
Okay. You find some basic supplies, kind of like victuals and.
They're tossed on the floor.
Proceed further.
Please.
Clamber up onto the boxes.
Good
Walk
vantage point.
across them.
Good vantage point.
I'm about as tall as them now, so. But it was fun while it's lasted. I'll drop down.
Yeah, Shadow.
Oh!
That's another of those Yuan-Ti people there.
Waku looks interested over at this. Is this just another statue?
Where are you looking?
This guy to the south.
Yeah, you can see as you're moving around, there are other statues as well, not just Yuan-Ti. Like the half-elf outside. Various, maybe they're guardian statues or something. They look like warriors.
Waku will walk over to this door, kind of cautiously look around.
Okay. You can see in the southeast corner of that room, there is a staircase that leads down. As you can see on the map there.
Okay. Oh, it goes down over here.
Well, let's go.
Okay. Let's go.
That's probably where they're hiding the treasure, if there is.
Now, Shadov, directly ahead, you can see what must have been one of the main prayer rooms, one of the main rooms of worship. As it opens out at the end of that corridor through the main door.
Waku continues to furiously check around and see if there's anything worth taking.
Okay, please give me an investigation check.
He's not good at investigation. He mostly just lucks into these things. 12.
12. Not bad, not bad. You find various, again, almost like an expedition was, led to here, like all the supplies and things that kind of expedition would need. And also, you do find, as you can see, there are some documents and things there as well.
Can I read them?
Parts of them are in Draconic, so I assume yes.
Specifically, I can read them.
Other languages too.
I speak Common, Draconic, and Goblin.
Mm-hmm. Let's see here. Just doing a quick language check. Yeah, you're the only one that can read that. And you see some of them are religious texts. They speak of a Yuan-Ti god called, let me get the proper name here, Meshulk.
Meshulk. Oh,
Yes.
interesting.
And the texts here are in worship of Meshulk, and they talk of blood sacrifice.
Blood sacrifice. Oh, very
And
interesting.
There are also certain documents that are very scathing and damning of different Yuan-Ti gods, various gods in the pantheon, especially one that they call Dendar, the Night Serpent.
Okay.
No, we are not doing blood sacrifices.
I don't want the blood sacrifice. I don't like this god. Just interesting.
Sounds dangerous.
Oh, very.
I don't care if you want blood. Stop it.
Oh, I forgot.
Sounds like this temple could use some cleansing.
I'm sorry. Could you remind me the god's name? I looked at my notes. The both of them.
Okay, yep, I'll put them in Roll20.
Yeah.
Melshulk is the one they worshipped, and Dendar, the Night Serpent, is the other one. Where is it? It's written somewhere. That's the one I didn't need to remember and look up. So, where was that written? Oh yeah, here we go. So,
Thank you.
Kidash, what do you make of all of this?
Of course, you can't read it, but Waku is basically making, as I did, just like comments every time he reads a word. So the basic gist will get across very easily.
Play by play, yeah.
Ooh, Dendar, Night Serpent. Oh, they don't like him. Woo, that's too bad.
Koa, I think you can see from your vantage point there, there is a very large statue in that main room down the far end. Wonder, maybe you can see it too.
There is big statue this way.
What is the statue of?
I am not near it. I do not know. I'm just saying a large statue that way. Do you want me to go check it out?
Is it down this way?
I'm assuming that's a yes. I start making my way down.
Yeah. See, as you
Small
get down.
question.
Go for it, Wanda.
So you mentioned there being victuals in the boxes. So how old are these rations?
They are the ones that weren't dried are wasted.
Okay.
So it's been a while. It's not like like a day or anything like that.
Can I nature check, see how long ago they have decayed?
Sure.
Or
Yeah.
In which case, I would like to redeem my advantage because
Please.
I have negative intelligence. Very glad to do so. So that's a 15 minus 1. 14.
Okay. You would say probably no longer than a month, but it's definitely a matter of weeks. You know, a few 10 days ago. Chase, the calendar here is 10 days to the week.
Whoa.
Got a shield and a pointy stick of some kind, Shadow. You want to look at it?
Well. Does Bast have any of that pointy stick shield stuff going on?
This is not. No, this is it. It looks like an ogre. Koa, as you get closer, it's a massive strapping fella, decked out for battle, but a statue nonetheless. Now, Shadov,
Is that a head on the floor? Is that a statue head on the floor?
where are we looking?
Ahead of me on the carpet?
Oh, don't leave Waku. Don't leave Waku. Don't.
The shards that actually, and this is something I meant to say. Sorry, Shadov, you would know what these were. The shattered shards that you can see everywhere are mirrored glass.
Yeah.
And Shadov, you would know, much as you know, as players we've seen in modern films and stuff. They would often use mirrors like this to light the interior, and not so much the problem up here with all the windows on this layer, but below, down in the next layer where there'll be no windows, they would use the mirrors to get the sunlight going down and reflected throughout the building.
The snake people do not like their reflection, apparently.
Yeah, there are smashed mirrors everywhere.
I do not
Maybe they
like
just-
this.
Maybe they don't like the light. And
Are
Wanda
those?
will light up his
Are
staff.
there any mirrors around that we can pick up that are usable?
John,
I mean,
are
there
those
is- Yes, man.
chests?
Up by the throne.
Yes.
There do appear to be a couple of chests there. Yeah.
Oh boy.
Shadov, you walk into the room there and you see Waku up on the holy, raised plinth of the high priest or priestess, whichever it was of the particular shrine that they're in, and you can see the travesty that has happened here as you see the high priest or priestess's throne, which would usually depict, seated cats at the sides of the throne, has been twisted and shaped into these strange serpent-like heads.
These snakes obviously have no respect for nature or Bast like this. I will meet vengeance upon them.
Okay.
And again, those massive statues to the south and north there, Shadov, those are very traditional style Bast statues. But again, with the heads changed. And you are aware of magic. There is magic that is able to shift the shape of stone. So they could have been adapted using such magic.
Who is this stone statue? Is this the ogre with the shield?
The massive one here, yeah.
Waku, can you cast Identify Magic?
Oh, Waku's like trying to get this chest open. Yes, I can. What?
I'll help you with that later, damn you.
Oh, okay. Which one? There's lots of these things around here.
The one with the pointy stick.
Oh, okay. He starts tapping it with his staff, and he'll ritual cast Identify again.
Same as outside, I'm afraid. When you finish.
It's the same. Wasn't made by a spell, I don't think.
DM,
Yes,
I want to try something.
please.
Can I attempt to mind link with one of the statues?
Absolutely.
The one of the ogre. When I mind link, the creature, if they can hear me mentally, I can speak any language to them, and they can return thought.
So yes, you reach out with your minds.
Are you alive?
I'm trying to think here. Sorry, just looking at this. See, look what happens when you let Kalashtar into the game. Psionics. It's awesome.
If there's anything mentally still awake instead statue, would it be able to respond?
Okay. You look up at the solid stone visage of this statue, and close your eyes and reach out, and you feel Vena's presence extending from your own towards the creature, or towards this, where you hope there to be some kind of conscious. And whilst you don't get any words or any communication, there is a murmur of life deep inside the stone.
I do not want to alarm anyone, but the ogre statue still has life within it, so I'm going to go with the whole theory of the stone statues being turned.
Most troubling. There's obviously a demon in here corrupting Bass Temple and killing adventurers by turning them to stone.
Let's try not to break any of the statues. No unnecessary death. No, you heard what I said.
Okay.
Shadov, as you went into that northern chamber from the main hallway there, you did see there was another stairway leading down. Looks like there was some kind of jungle creature statue at the top of it.
But all the staircases from here lead down. There's nothing.
From that room there, there's no. It's just a walkway up around the edge of the room. Just the only two staircases you found went down, and as Shadov mentioned before, the upper layers are just ornamental.
Can I investigate these knives? So this butcher knife and sword here?
Yeah. They have dried blood on them. They're very practical. Not a fine edge on them particularly. They wouldn't be very good for fighting, you don't think? And Kidash, you can see that creature as well. There, you see behind you.
Waku's gone back to the chests.
Indeed. You open them, and they are empty. Outrage the barbarian. Careful.
Waku is quite displeased. I will find whoever stole this before, Waku. and they will steal it from them.
Do the statues look to be like? Do they look like they were ambushed in the middle of things?
Some of them do look surprised. Yes. Like Koa, this one next to you, this one that almost looks like a spellcaster. They're definitely their arms outraised. Like,
Are there any intact mirrors in these crates?
there are not.
Seems like it's time. Let's go down.
Mhm.
Down, down.
I'd like to pick up a shard of mirror
Sure.
and hold it out, sword in one hand, mirror facing outward
Okay.
as I move.
Can I attach a shard of mirror to the end of my spear? Kind of look around the corner.
Absolutely.
Which staircase are we taking? The north, the south?
Already here, yes.
Are these torches on the walls?
There are sconces, but they're not lit.
Oh, yes. Friend Kadesh, can you see? Can you see in the dark?
No, but I can create a bonfire. I have a cantrip to create bonfire if we need light.
Oh, that's okay. What do you hit stuff with?
A spear, and I hold
Oh,
up.
that's right. I don't see very well sometimes. Waku walks over to your spear, just touches it, and he casts light on it, which is a cantrip. So for an hour, it's gonna have 20-foot bright, 20-foot dim,
Holy spear.
glowing spear.
You are a great and powerful mage.
It's true. Thank you.
Let me just sort that for you there, Kidash. Shadov, stop standing on the turtle. Thank you. So 2020, you said, yeah?
2020. Yeah.
Thank you. There it comes. Bright lights. 20. Low lights. Also 20. Let there be lights. Oh. Not very effective up here in daylight, but downstairs it would be quite useful.
All right.
I
Shall we make our way down?
Okay.
Yes.
You
Yes.
see, now, as you would expect, Shadov, you can see the smashed remnants of the mirror in the corner of the stairway there, which would have been originally reflecting the sunlight from the windows down to the lower levels.
I recommend everyone take mirror.
I'm okay. Oh, I see. Yes.
For you.
He grabs one.
Wonder will as well.
Okay.
Wisdom. I'll grab it as well.
Okay.
I have one too on my spear, which is now on a light.
Noted. Now, how are you proceeding down these stairs?
Who has the most life?
Not Waku.
Got a tough shell. I'm happy to lead the way.
Yeah, you're glowing, right?
That too.
I'm obviously the standout one, so I
Literally radiant.
Well, Radiant One, would you lead us on our journey?
I will follow from behind.
yes, us turtles are not too fond of dark dungeon places, but thanks to the light from Waku here, yeah, I'm happy to lead us
Okay.
down.
As you start to descend the stone steps, there are some cobwebs draped in the space as you make your way down, not having to duck. They're quite high. The original Bast worshippers were clearly fairly large in size, and there's a very almost musty smell, organic, and just the damp of this whole region, even below this main layer, just permeating this whole structure. But there's also kind of that musty smell of dust and the interior there. Now, just a moment there, Kidash. No, wait there a sec. Wait there a sec, guys. Sorry, I need to do this. I forgot this wasn't turned on automatically. Okay, Chase, try that again.
That?
Yeah, right. Hey, Sylvie.
Huh.
Okay. So,
I can't.
good. Now, behave. Sorry, I forgot. I didn't have the walls turned on. Which is a sentence. No, just a moment, Shadow. Stay where you are when I bring you to the bottom here. So, you slowly make your way down the stairs with Kidash's light illuminating the way ahead, and you're all shoop, off you go, Koa. Whoop. Down here. Now, just a moment, Kidash there. Go back one. Now, as you make your way down to the bottom, you do see the stairs on the far side leading up again to what must be the southern room that you saw when you first arrived. And you make your way down there. Now, Kidash and Shadov, as you reach the bottom there and you step off the last step onto that lowest level, there's a faint click. And Koa, can you make me a dexterity saving throw, please?
Yes.
Thank you.
And I have advantage on dex saving throws.
That's true. Yes, your primal awareness, right?
Yep. Danger sense, actually.
Oh, danger sense.
Yeah. So dexterity saving throw.
Yeah, Silver, this is some good Sirenscape stuff here, eh? And hag echoes, because it's my favourite.
Oops, wrong one.
Spoilers, there are no hags.
Ignore that.
It's
Ooh,
always nice to have
good 20.
death is your only escape going on in the background. Natural 20, folks.
Yeah.
What to do. If you got 'em, let 'em fly. Congratulations. Nicely done. Okay, you very acrobatically keep your footing as the stairs, with a stone grating sound, just flatten. And you can see, as you went past, actually, there were slight scrapes and things on the floor where those creatures' claws were placed on the steps. And as it flattens, Koa, you slide down, but keep your footing. And alongside you, overtaking you as it goes barreling down the slope, this newly formed slope, that stone statue of the panther goes careening down the slope and smashes into your back, Wander, as this stone statue goes crashing down. Can you also give me a dexterity saving throw?
Oh no.
13.
13? Okay. You manage to mostly get out of the way, but it does rather painfully smash into your leg, and you take half of... Ooh, it would have been 4, so that is 2 bludgeoning damage, as this massive stone panther just comes careening down this new slope, and Koa alongside it, surfing the new slide down, and skipping over little Waku at the end there, and... Wonder, you are knocked down to one knee as this stone statue of this panther creature kind of crashes into you.
Can I try and push it back? to keep it from like falling into everybody else?
It's reached the bottom now. It hits you
Okay.
on the way past, and it's like just stopped at the bottom there.
Did the stairs on the opposite side collapse as well?
They did.
Are there any
good.
panthers coming from that side?
No.
Oh, good. We are trapped.
It was just terrible. Well, I can get back, but that doesn't help.
I will be fine. I'm more worried about the turtle.
Yeah, I like the turtle. I don't want him to get trapped down here. So, let's go forward.
Maybe we should proceed with more caution.
That's a good idea.
I check down the hallway with my shard of mirror.
Okay. Yeah, you can glance around, and you can move your token and see what you see. As before, you see this stone, fairly plain hallway just stretching out in front of you before it makes a turn to the east. You can see another Yuan-Ti statue down there and some more shattered mirrors. And you can see in the alcoves here there are these sarcophagi. So this is not designed as an Egyptian-style temple, but they are that kind of style of sarcophagi with the kind of relief, the bas relief, or if you will, bas relief of the figures entombed on
Nice.
the lids.
Inside, is there anything inside, or are they empty?
You do see bones, yeah, inside. Actually, if you go to the next one down, there is just a tiny little skull peeking out. Look at that. This is a really nice map. And everyone else is moving on behind. You can see the little skull peeking out there, Andy. On this one. It's just the edge of it all. Just like, peekaboo.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, Waku will like peek inside, make sure there's no treasure in the sarcophagus.
Wander puts a hand on Waku's shoulder. Please don't
Shadov.
steal from the dead.
You're almost needing to smite the desecrator there. So
Oh, is this not good for treasure?
Not this treasure, no.
Cautious.
Waku looks at his staff. Okay.
now, Kidash, as you step down and you're peering round the corner there, you see something you haven't seen before. There's a statue, and it's holding a brass kind of circle in its hands. And at its feet, there's again a bunch of broken mirror shards, as you can see on the map there. And as you're standing there looking at that, curious, you feel a breeze on the back of your neck, where there's only a wall.
I investigate this wall.
Yeah. As you move over there with your keen eye, you look over this wall, and you do see that there is an unnatural line in the brickwork, where the pattern that is repeated down the corridor here is broken, as there is a single line that goes up and over, and it looks like there is a secret door there.
Are any of you familiar with masonry, or check this wall here for hidden doors?
You think
He said,
once you've seen it, you think you'll be able to open it if you just have a go at it there.
Is there any obvious way to open it, or just pressing for a...
You take a moment to look around, and on the wall, above that broken mirror to your left, as you're looking at the wall, you do see one block that is slightly uneven compared to the others, and with a slight investigation there, it does move. And if you wish to use it, you may.
Yep, I'll push the brick.
Okay. As Kidash pushes in the stone, there's a grumbling of ancient stonework, and dust falls down, and you are all illuminated in a glow as the wall slides into itself to the side, and you are bathed in the lights of flickering flames as you see a short corridor beyond full of fire. But Shadov even stood right there. You can't feel any heat from it. And as you
Interesting.
as you can see on the map there, just this firelight just spills out into the corridor.
Is there anything visible in the room other than fire?
No, it's just this short 20-foot long corridor with just this fire just roaring. But there's no smell of burning, there's no smell of smoke, and there's no heat from it. Koa, I think you kind of kind of almost cautiously step round the edge there, expecting, with the brightness of the flames to get this wall of heat, but there's nothing.
Can I stick my javelin into the fire?
What's it made of?
Metal?
Okay. Please do.
Is there any effect?
How long do you hold it there?
Like a good minute.
Okay. You pull it out, and
Is it hot?
it is very hot to the touch. You burn yourself a little.
It's fine. It is real fire. I think.
How could it be here?
Magic. It's usually magic.
Probably.
DM, can I cast detect magic?
Please do. As you cast that, you sense a strong source of illusion magic.
It's an illusion.
Does that mean wander? Oh,
Also, I'm just gonna drop that into the chat because I'm gonna keep it going for like 10 minutes.
No problem.
Can I step nearer to it, like
Please.
into the fire?
You can step through the doorway.
Sure.
Please. Give me my guest.
the javelin came away hot.
Wow.
Oh God! Is Koa burning?
Does the fire like basically outline within that illusory magic?
Yes. Now,
Okay.
Koa, can you give me a dexterity saving throw, please? While I talk to Fizcannon about the giveaway. We are giving away a copy of CGRPG's Encounters in Chult from the DM's Guild, Fizcannon. So, have a go. Type in that so we have already.
19.
So yeah, good luck. 19, okay. So yeah, you step through, having been told, there's a strong illusion spell going on here. And you immediately, so if you move yourself back out, you immediately jump back out as the flames lick against you, and you take 3 fire damage from the very real flames and fire.
It is real fire.
The fire is real, but there's some sort of illusion here.
Waku will step up.
Yes.
Um,
Cheers, Steph. Thank you.
And he's gonna cast thaumaturgy
Okay.
to dim the flame.
Okay.
Not make it go down. Make it dim.
Okay.
And so he can maybe see if there's something that the flames are hiding in there.
Sure.
Treasure.
Yeah, you stole the words right out of his mouth.
You can see as you dim the flames a little, the wall at the other end of the chamber looks like it might also move. And Shadov, you would be familiar with something. The traps vary from temple to temple. Depends on the head priests, the builders they had in, the designers they had. But usually this means there's something beyond.
Oh, there's another wall over there. So we need to make the fire go away, so we can, get the treasure.
Now, Kidesh, that bonfire thing of yours, does it not
Yes.
also work in the other direction?
Not that I'm aware of. Let me just check.
Let's see here.
Create
Oh
bonfire.
no, that's a different one. No, I'm sorry, my bad. Yeah, it's not. It doesn't create or extinguish.
It just ignites flammable objects. Is there enough space for a small rodent to move through the room without being burnt?
You think you might have? I would give you advantage on the dex save, but it would be. It is filling the space. Good idea, though.
What happens when Waku takes some of his water and just puts it on the fire?
Okay. The section closest to you does extinguish.
Oh, does anyone have a lot of water, or can you make it?
No.
Are there any other sources of magic within 30 feet of us?
Not that I'm behind cover.
Okay.
Yeah, because if it's behind cover, it would be blocked. Not from where you're standing.
All I have is this water skin, so I don't quite know what else to do.
I can
There-
shape
is there-
water, but I still need a water source.
Is it is there dirt down here?
No, it's just stone flagons.
Stone?
It's a bit dusty, but
Waku eyes up the covers of the sarcophagus. I don't think they would like that.
Stove glowers in Paladin.
You could pee on it.
I'm very small.
AJ, don't listen to them. Don't listen to them.
Can
I
we
was
use our
listening to
bedrolls
Venna.
and sort of-
Venna's just saying in the back.
Yeah.
You should pee on it.
Just pee on
Yeah,
it.
if Tall was here, this would be over already. Don't Daffodil,
Tough.
you know that.
Tough.
Oh, I have a water skin.
I'm joking, Thamia.
Yeah,
Always always a snake.
I have that too, but it's I'm worried I don't have enough water in the water skin.
What if we go and get the carpet from upstairs and then throw it on the fire?
Oh, that's a good idea. It will either burn it or it will stop it. Both are okay.
We just
Let's-
need to go
oh,
up
wait.
the slope of the stairs.
The slope.
It's okay. Now it takes a little while, but that is a very good idea, AJ. So yes, we shall. We're not gonna have you make you go all the way back through the map and come back here. So you do team effort this and manage to clamber back up to the top layer, grab some carpeted material, make your way back past all of those crates and expedition supplies, ignoring a couple of interesting looking barrels, and then come back down to the lower level with this large heavy carpet. Now, how how are you going to apply this to the wall?
Can I almost like you're tossing a bed sheet, when you
Yeah.
do your fitted sheet at home. Can I throw out the heavy carpet on top of the fire and just kind of keep doing that to try and
Okay.
quell it?
Absolutely. Yeah. Just give me
Like a strength?
yeah, give me an athletics.
Okay.
Because it's
Can
just
we
really
assist?
nasty heavy.
Yeah, I was gonna say
Yeah,
possible
no.
to assist.
So with advantage.
That is a
Shall we?
23.
Nice.
Ooh, it'll do it.
23. I'm gonna go with the 23.
Okay, in which case, bye. Shoo. The fire
Fire's
is
gone.
extinguished, and somewhere, a anthropomorphized bear says, "Good job."
Now, Waku will, if the door is unlocked, he's gonna cast Thaumaturgy again to just throw open the door on the other side, if it's unlocked.
The wall?
It is another secret door, and yes, you use that, and it does complain somewhat. It seems like this one hasn't. Yes, there's no better time for the hydrate. Okay, does seem rather disused, this one. Hasn't no one else got past that fire, it seems, in any recent times, and you make your way across the room, and as it slides open, you see, if anything, an even kind of drier smell from this side of the space. And Kidash, and as you can all see there, as you look through there, first and foremost, the first thing you spot is a statue with one of those. Sorry, I need to turn off this fire. I forgot to do the music. Calm down, fire, calm down. You see a statue holding one of those daylight angling mirrors, which is intact.
Hey! Is the mirror heavy?
There's another one I can see to the north.
Yes, indeed.
Okay, it looks like these two mirrors might be useful. Oh, I'll
The
take
snakes.
this mirror here. Is it attached to the statue, or can I pick it up easily?
It takes a little work, but you are able to free. Yeah, it is a stone carved statue with the brass rimmed mirror placed inside the hands as if it's holding it.
Well, you absolutely know that Waku is heading for this altar.
Okay.
He's gonna stop here and take a cautious look to his left, to his right. And if I was placing a trap, I would place it here.
Stone walls.
Okay.
Okay, and you make your way up to that altar on the far side there. It seems to be, yes, dedicated to Bast. You see the certain feline imagery and things there. Now, what we can see as a sword is actually a sword-shaped indentation on the top of this altar. And you would swear that's probably round about exactly the same size as Shadov's.
Oh, Shadow. Put your sword here. Put it here. Right here.
What are you saying, Waku? It's my only weapon. Oh, well, I guess I have two. All right, then.
Look, it just goes here.
Like this. Rearranged sword in indentation.
Okay. And this is an altar to Bast Shadov. So what else do you do as you lay your sword on the stonework there?
Close my eyes.
Yep.
Kneel.
Okay. Tomorrow I'll miss you.
And
Sorry.
pray to Bast for a vision of what happened here.
What do you say?
Bast, I come in your name to cleanse this temple of undue influence and unworthy state gods. Please tell me how I might do this. What has transpired in this temple?
You
End.
you kneel. As end all Bast prayers. You take a knee and close your eyes, having placed your sword on the altar, and center yourself and reach out to Bast, asking for guidance. And the rest of you see the edge of the altar starts to glow as it is ringed in fire around the edge and along the blade of Shadow's sword resting in the stonework there. And as he kneels, silently praying to his god, you see the effigy on top of the altar starts to shift and move. And previously, only Shadow saw the vision out in the jungle, but you all see as the statue of Bast on the altar animates and looks down at his paladin.
Oh, rubbish. Very good. Shadow. You have a great many terrors to face. You have a great many challenges to overcome. I trust that my fire will go with you, and your faith, and your will to do what is right, and smite the evils that befall this island, will carry you onwards, and carry you to victory. Rise up. Take your sword, my paladin. Drive out the evil cults that dwell here. Drive out all 4 of them that beset this isle. We shall not allow the return of the Chained One.
All right. So, slowly stand up, grab the sword reverently, and turn back to friends. I know not of what this changed one might be, or the evils that are on this island, but I will be here until they are dead. All of them.
The Shadow turns, and as he brings his sword up from the altar, a lick of flame plays along its length.
Oh, nice treasure. You have nice treasure, yes.
Unfortunately, Waku, I can't give you this one.
Too big for me. I can't use it. I think this is your treasure, yes. Good treasure, good find.
Now,
Do I get
No
more
one
lighting
else
in
is-
the cave now? Or-
No one else is confused or terrified by the talking cat head. No, just me. Okay.
No, I mean, I've seen this guy. He points at his staff again. Not that scary.
Okay. Lead on, paladin of the Catman.
Waku. As they move around and start to move ahead of you, and you scurry along behind them, you hear a voice in your mind.
Hmm? Hmm?
Waku. Do not speak of me.
Oh, sorry. I forgot.
Waku, who are you talking to?
Oh, I'm talking to myself again.
What did you forget?
I almost looked in that sarcophagus.
We told you not to desecrate the tombs.
I forgot. I'm sorry. I apologize.
Now, Kidash, you can see the corridor drops down a little bit there, and there are more intact mirrors here for reflecting sunlight. Although the ones above are destroyed, so it doesn't make it down this far, unfortunately.
If I were to cast light on one of the mirrors, would it light up this whole area?
If you had something, if you cast light on something next to the mirror that was constantly reflecting into it, yeah, absolutely, yeah.
Like the corner of that, like, edge?
Mhm.
Right back.
No problem, mate. Yeah, okay. You can do that. So as you do that, Kidash, you see this beam of light, connect and go spill down the corridor, bouncing off the mirrors and lighting up this whole area. Damn it! Do I have to put lights on all of them? Can you see, Kidash? Please emulate the light. Now, as you step around the corner, Kidash, you look back over your shoulder towards where you know Waku's coming. And he's disappeared. The timing.
Waku.
Is that a giant pile of treasure?
Yes. Just as Josh disappears. Shh, everyone go back and don't tell him you found it. Say it's a dead end.
Finders keepers.
So yes, you come round there and you do see this large statue, a bust statue there in the corner with an offering plate held before it there, and this slightly more organized than that pile is there. You see various coffers and crates with offerings, some tarnished, some older than others, but all of them seemingly tucked away here in this secret place for safekeeping, and therefore not noticed by the invaders.
Oh. We'll need this treasure more than...
What we found.
You guys headphones on?
Look what we found.
Oh, what? Sorry?
Nothing at all, Waku. You make your way back to the surface and back to Ahoy Hoy.
Waku skitters along. Oh my god.
Pile of jewels for you.
Waku dives into it, Scrooge McDuck style.
Starts doing backstroke through it. Swimming around.
Is it all just miscellaneous jewels and gold? Is there any artifacts or weapons or?
There are some art pieces and objects, but no no weapons or armor. Sorry, I couldn't say. There are some in the picture.
Wanda's magical, magical sense is still up, right? That was a 10-minute thing.
It is.
Anything magical?
Yes, there are a couple of pings in there, Wanda. Yes, indeed. And now that we're out of the moment, Charlie, thank you so much for those gifted subs. Thank you so much.
Wander will point out the magic stuff.
Mm-hmm. As they point down, Koa. Well, actually, no. Sorry, you're hanging back there. As Wanda points down, you see a couple of intricate-looking potion bottles.
Do you know what these potions do, Wander?
I should be able to learn the School of Magic, if any.
Okay.
It would take too much time now. There's too many, but I can look at them later and figure it out stuff.
Wanda, one of them you definitely recognize as a healing potion. You've seen the like in your various activities, clerical activities, which sounds like paperwork. not that clerical.
Yeah, Wander will indicate, which one is the healing potion, just in case anybody wants to know. What kind of deity is Bast? You're addressing Shadov.
Shadov.
I've been a paladin for 10 years, but I've only recently gotten visions from Bast. However, he strikes me as a just God, interested in preserving the lives, the many, by whatever means possible.
Thank you.
Yes. Vengeful, but against evil.
Could I potentially roll religion to see what would be an acceptable offering to leave behind, since the treasure is going?
There's a religion roll?
Shadov, you would know that any offering would be welcome, accepted.
Oh.
Any?
Like any financial offering.
Financial. Okay.
So
I was gonna
not
leave
nice.
a carcass of a pig that I had hunted, but sure.
He's like, Koa just comes back dragging one of those Yuan-Ti statues. The unbelievers are defeated, or bust.
I have a trophy from an animal I killed.
Mm-hmm.
I'm guessing I have a pelt in my bag somewhere.
Koa has witnessed many cats bringing offerings of dead animals to their owners, so maybe the reverse works. Yeah.
Goes just shoveling treasure into his bag.
As you do, it gets hotter and hotter. And Shadov, you hear the voice in your mind once more.
Reward for a job completed. Rid my temple of those who would use it for evil. Then you may take your rewards.
And Waku, whatever you were putting it into, it, as the saying goes, burnt a hole in your pocket and fell back to the pile. It literally just burnt through whatever you were putting it in.
No! No! I agreed!
I agree.
in the greed. Oh.
You'll have to put in an honest day's work first, Waku. Help me slay these serpents. And
Oh,
as promised, you can have my share.
is that all I need to do? I'm a great and powerful spellcaster. This should be easy. Let's go.
Onwards.
Oh, let's move on.
Yeah. Now,
Completely forward to the north.
Did you guys hear that? I heard some shifting sand.
yeah, there's been small shifts and things, moving a little bit.
Oh,
It's okay. From time to time.
I don't want to hit hit by a panther, you know.
Yep. Good guess. But that's very good, Chase. Do pay attention to Sirenscape. There are things in there from time to time.
Is this supposed to be a wall, John?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. So you get there, and it's a dead end at the end there, I'm afraid.
Oh, well, I guess back to the way we came.
And we light this sconce? Is this a sconce?
What
is this?
Wonder did that light spell and it is spilling down, and so they kind of get these dancing shadows as you step across the light from time to time.
Waku will very enthusiastically having a mission that will lead to treasure.
Go back the way you came.
And go back the way he came.
Yes. Sorry, excuse the one strange mirror. That's the first one I found before I found the cool ones being held. I forgot to change one of them. Sorry. Okay. Ooh, everyone, you're leaving everyone in the dark.
Oh,
I have dark vision. It's okay.
You do. But
who are we missing?
I do not.
Wonder is still looking at the treasure. Ooh, interesting.
Nope. That should be right,
Yeah,
like next to Koa.
got it now. Yeah.
Okay.
Somebody.
So, yeah, you make your way back out through that trapped corridor, as was, and back to that east-west corridor you found yourselves in before. And you find, there is that shattered mirror being held by the person there, the statue.
I'm still carrying the mirror, one of the mirrors from the hallway.
Okay. Please.
Should we all grab a bigger mirror?
I'm quite small. I can't hold it.
Take a mirror. Take this mirror.
Large mirror is kind of a shield.
Yeah,
I think that one.
that one was broken, but you can grab one from the other space.
Yeah.
Wait, this one's fine, right?
Yeah, there was enough in that secret space for everyone.
Okay.
Now,
So we got 2 mirrors.
Kidash,
Hi.
you make your way over there, and you see a larger room opening up below. As you see, the corridor comes out onto a little stone balcony, with a wall on the on the west side, but then a low wall to the north, and the interior of the room. You see a lot of those Yuan Ti statues here, and from behind that wall, there's that solid wall on the west side there. As you come out onto the balcony, looking over the room, behind that wall there, something is emitting a brownish, earthy light that you can see spilling into the room there. And you start to hear sound.
Quiet. Can you hear that? There's a
Yeah.
sound.
As everyone comes around that corner, you start to hear that, and you can see the light spilling into the room. And Kidash, I think across the way there as well, you can see there seems to be some kind of pedestal with a metallic orb on top of it. And there are small kind of motes of energy coming off it and going down to the south, around the corner, away from where you can see. What do you do?
So the sound doesn't doesn't sound like there's anyone moving in the room, or
It sounds like this strange, swirling, kind of crackling sound.
okay. Cautiously.
Is this like a railing?
Yes, there's like a banister around the edge there, stonework. But you can see over it, Waku. It's not very high.
Waku step into the room and approach the banister.
It curls round to the right there, down to the floor below. It's about 20 feet down. All in.
I hold my mirror towards the brown light to show the rest of the group of what is possibly.
Oh, good idea.
So where
Can I
from?
cast Detect Magic?
Can they see anything in the mirror?
Wonder. Well, actually, Wonder still has Detect Magic up. Wonder,
Oh.
as you step out onto that balcony there, looking across the room, there is a very strong aura of magic coming from that metallic orb on the pedestal.
What school of magic?
That DM's favorite question. Good question. That's right.
Yeah, magic.
Just not good at these. When I was playing over on Goldheart Gaming, Leone had this amazing rhyme, like a rhyme for remembering all the different ones. But it did not stick with me, I'm afraid. Let's have a look here. Okay. It is a very strong sense of conjuration magic. Hey, Spinner. And you can sense that coming from the orb there. And also, even though it's out of sight, that brown light that's spinning, that earthy light that's spinning out into the room, also has a very strong, similar sense.
So, two conjurations.
Yes. Now, Kidash, as you make your way down the steps there, carrying your spear with the light still coming off it, you see it dancing up on the walls around you, shadows being formed by these Yuan Ti statues and the main pillar that's there next to the pedestal. And as you allow your lights to illuminate this space, you see the walls here are covered in script. Now, Wonder, as you're looking across and as Kidash is illuminating this scene, you recognize the characters. They're the same characters that are used to write Aquan. Okay, the elemental, primordial language of water, the plane of water, which you are familiar with, right? Is that you? Or is it Kidash? Sorry, one of you is. I think sorry, maybe Kidash. It was
Nope.
you. Sorry.
It's not me. I don't have a.
No,
I
it
don't
was
have a
Kidash. Sorry,
primordial.
my bad. So yeah, Kidash, as you're walking around, you start to see these symbols you're familiar with. You've seen Aquan written. You've seen it written before, but the way they're being used, it's not Aquan. Now you know these same symbols are used by the dwarves for their script. They are dwarven runes, but they are also used by the other elemental planes for their language as well. The plane of earth, Terran, the plane of fire. Tries to remember the names. I can't remember the other names. But yes, the
Ignan?
Ingen, thank you, and the plane of air. Anyone in chat? I can't remember. But yes, the four elemental languages use these same symbols, but use them differently as different languages.
Yes, I motioned to the group that these script on the walls is written in Aquan, which is a language that all turtles are familiar with, but I can't read what it says here. It's obviously being used. It's not written by a turtle at all. Can anyone understand this script?
Shadov.
Do I speak?
Checks.
Oh,
What's your magic item?
Oh, I do. I have this helm of comprehending languages.
Yes, you do.
Yeah. All right. So I'll take it on out.
Okay.
And
Yes, you have this. Have you seen the art for it? It's this very strange kind of looking, almost like old, like Hammer horror, like it came from the swamp looking kind of face, like full face helm that you see Shadov kind of lift up from his pack. He doesn't wear it all the time, and he places it over his head. And Shadov, you feel the magic take over and starts to swim through your mind. Different alphabets, different scripts flittering across your vision. And you know you have to touch the surface, so you reach up and place your palm on the wall. And as you do, the dwarven runes writing Terran here, as you realize it is Terran, the elemental plane of Earth script starts to swim and move around you, and you suddenly realize that you are able to read them and see what is written around the walls here. There are various religious sounding passages and promises and pledges to a god that you heard Bast mention just before, the Chained One. And there is also another name mentioned in the text, one that you have heard mentioned before as a myth, as a almost like a horror story, almost a joke amongst paladins around the fire, as it also makes mention of a separate name for this Chained One, the name Tharazdun. And the script in this room indicates, you get a very literal sense. There's no flowery language to it. All of that's taken out. You only get the literal meaning when you use this magical item. This room is designed to take power through a portal using the device that is on the pedestal there. And it speaks of drawing power from the foundations of the multiverse, from the bedrock of all things. And it mentions, you see mention of other cults of all four elements working together. But also there is mention that the core of each cult should not be brought together, lest all be destroyed and lost.
You're squinting.
Did you read that out loud, or you share with everyone what happens now?
Yes.
Okay.
Verbatim.
Okay, so yes, Shadow shares that with all of you. Kadash, I think you can see something around the corner there.
Yes, Shadow mentioned the portal, and I think, is that a portal I can see in the far corner of the room?
Yes, it is. As you peek around that corner, you see the source of this earthy light as a whirling vortex of just rippling energy and particles is just swirling and turning in that alcove.
I kind of point in the direction of the kind of mouth to everyone.
What should we do about this portal?
Where do you want to? I need to purge them so I can get my
Destroy the portal?
How?
As you all make your way down the stairs there, those of you who are down on the bottom floor, you can see there's some connection between the orb and the portal, as these motes of light, these slight ribbons of energy are moving from the portal towards the orb.
Can I pick it up and smash it on the ground?
The order. As you get close, you see it is a solid ball of platinum. Waku, that would be worth a lot.
Yes. Yes, it would.
And not very fragile, I'm afraid.
Can I try?
You can certainly try, in the words of that fella with the good hair.
That fellow with good hair. What would I need to... just to lift it, what would I need to get?
Give me an athletics check.
Okay. 23.
Nice. You brace yourself and get your arms underneath it. And if you'd be so kind, give it a heft. Rage!
Rage!
Yeah.
I tap into my connection with Venna
Mm-hmm.
and embrace their rage that they gift to me and use all of my strength to see if I can lift this.
Okay. With that check, with that very good roll there, you do manage to heave it up off the pedestal.
I drop it.
You drop it on the...
I'm gonna do like like, you know those weighted ball slams you do in fitness at
Yes.
the gym? I'm gonna like try and lift it above my head
Okay.
and then slam it onto the ground.
Noted. Let me just have a look here. Okay, so yeah, you just drop it and there's a very satisfying heavy as it crunches into the ground and almost, slightly cracks the flag beneath it, but it does not break, I'm afraid. You hear Venna's voice in your mind. Maybe it would take greater power than yours. I'm sure I could do it were I to manifest. But you have still not found the way, have you? Maybe the portal. Throw it in the portal.
Throwing it on the ground didn't seem to work, but we could throw it into the portal?
It's a lot of treasure just throwing in a portal.
Both the portal and the orb thing are giving off conjuration magic.
Is it like magnet? You put two together, it explode? Like two conjuration magic connect or retract?
Wanda, you're not studied like a wizard or anything, but you could imagine that happening. That sounds like something that would happen. Now,
Can I stick my holy sword in the portal?
Kidash,
Yes.
as Shadov walks towards the portal, you hear footsteps coming from that northern corridor. What do you do?
We've got company.
As Kidash yells out, "We've got company," you see a tall figure in dark robes come striding round the corner. And as they step into the light of the portal and Kidash's illuminated spear, you see something that catches the eye as their head writhes with a crown of snakes.
I point the mirror.
Who dares interrupt our work? I will make you fine additions to my collection. And the leader of the cults of Black Earth, the Medusa, that AJ twigged right from the start of the session. I saw that look.
As soon as you said statues, I was like, I'm on you.
Yeah, I was like, how much can I leave? Like, how much information can I leave out? I suppose I have to say that they're not like placed as they would normally be. But yes, a male Medusa strides into the room and looks across at all of you, and we shall leave it there. As Kadash thankfully called out to all of you, so you may forego being surprised. And you may forego my stealth check being only good enough to fool all of you except Kadash, as their passive perception was just high enough by 1. I rolled quite bad on the stealth check as they came walking around. So I will not be rolling a d4 to see which of you met with their gaze. You may choose to avert your gaze, but that does rather put you at a disadvantage. But we shall see how that plays out next time. Thank you, everybody. Sorry, Charlie. It was like, no! I do like a good cliffhanger ending. I'm sorry. Now, a huge thank you to everyone that's joined us here. It's an absolute pleasure to have you along with our adventures. Thank you for choosing to be with us today, wherever and whenever you are. And of course, to these 5 lovely people as well, thank you all so much. Let me just quickly go around once more. What did you enjoy, or what are you looking forward to? As before, let's go back the other way across the screen. Kadash, Andy, what did you enjoy, or what are you looking forward to?
I'm looking forward to playing these Medusa next week. But it was good this week to finally put everyone's skills into action and Waku to find some treasure.
Huzzah!
Hopefully we can take that with us next week.
Fingers crossed. At least some of you, maybe less to share it around. You know, who knows? Wanda, what did you enjoy, or what are you looking forward to?
Well, one, I love a good cliffhanger. Everything's great. Just hype all around it.
Excellent. Shadov, how about you?
I like all the details because, as you know, my first campaign, so like people are like picking up glasses and rugs and putting out like that's crazy. You can't do that in a regular video game, so it's like imagination, so potent. I'm looking forward to killing Medusa.
Yes, you get to your first full combat next time. You give me the everyone who's unaware. Shadov Chase is completely new to D&D, so you should roll your first initiative roll next week. We shall see how that goes.
Yeah, praise be to Bast.
Yes, I will send you the details on your new sword very soon.
Thank you.
Just in time for you to use it as quickly as possible. And Waku, how about you?
Oh, well, I really enjoyed the group's dynamic here. We have a good back and forth, a good banter. I'm excited to get into combat and see just how well I made Waku. So,
Indeed. And a little whisper from your patron there. I think I gross stagey out there. Sorry, but it's like new face. Who dis? And last but not least, AJ, please.
I am very much looking forward to combat because I haven't played a barbarian before, so I'm psyched to just do rage and fighting rather than spell casting. And I loved today's session. The banter between the group is really good. Like, it's getting to this point where we're slowly learning who everyone's roles in the party is.
Right, and I like how, and it's also you've just come together on the island as well, so that's kind of naturally in character and in game, as players as well. It's nicely timed.
Yeah.
Excellent. Okay, thank you all. Yes, I am looking forward to seeing. I hope you enjoyed roving around this dungeon. Here, nice size. I thought this is the perfect map because it was you got to explore a bit, but it wasn't too huge. And I was wondering if you were going to just go around the corner and not find those mirrors. So it's nice to see which way the dice are going to roll or which way the people are going to fall on that one. Right. Okay. So thank you all so much. Now, we have something to take care of before we bid you all a fond oyasumi, as we have a giveaway. A massive thank you once again to the fabulous CZRPG. I see Streamlabs put a link to their catalogue on DM's Guild there. Multi-best-selling, fantastic stuff, all the different settings. There's stuff for Eberron, there's stuff for Candlekeep, there's stuff for Ravenloft, this new one that we're giving away, Chult here. Yes, this new one here is recently released, just came out last week. So it is some of their new work, and we are looking forward to sharing it with one of you. So as I quickly go through our schedule for the week, if anyone hasn't already, please do type !enter for your chance to get your hands on this. I see a good few people in there already. Thank you very much. Good luck to you all. Now, as we carry on here, do join us again Wednesday evening or Thursday, depending where you are, as we go back into the Underdark with our Out of the Abyss campaign. Then later on Thursday, we will have Curse of Strahd. What happened in that sneaky secret session that the players weren't allowed to watch last week? And will they see the results of that right away? Or will it take some time? We shall find out on Thursday. Friday, we'll be into Avernus once more as we continue our Descent into Avernus campaign, ranking up. They have decided to attack and kill Arkan the Cruel. Good luck to them on that. The famous character of Joe Manganiello, as portrayed by his good self on Critical Role. After he appeared on Critical Role, so he does have the hand of Vecna. So that will be a very interesting fight. Let's see how that goes. Oh my, indeed. And then we will be back around next Saturday. Join us over on Quest Junkies UK for the seeing me playing my first barbarian, as I am playing the wild magic barbarian Yavis, the bear folk, over on his fantastic homebrewed world of the channel there. Do join us for that. You can see myself, Michael, and Merrin enjoying ourselves in that campaign. Let me give him a quick shout out while we're here. Bum, 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 bum. Quest Junkies UK. I think I can type better than I can speak. There we go. Okay, so yes, do give him a follow. Fantastic stuff going on there all the time. Then that'll bring us all the way back round to this little dungeon here, and a Medusa. Indeed, as Thamiel said, it will be interesting to see. It will be a challenge, but I think they can do it. We shall see indeed. Yes, it's always lovely to have all of you in chat. Thank you so much for hanging out today, and we shall see you next time. But those entries are closing now. Everyone's had their chance. I saw we had one more in there under the Lewis there, under the wire. Congratulations, closing the entries. Boop. All right. Hey, nice fist cannon. Oh, I have to do it twice. Sorry. Click, click. All right, entries are given in. So, without further ado, let us announce the winner. I showed it. I wonder if it'll turn up as me because I showed it as an example. Don't worry, I can do it again if I need to. So, I was like, you have to type this. Okay, here we go. So, today's copy of Encounters in Chult goes to. Wait for the delay so it doesn't. I'm not doing a drum roll after it's been announced in chat already. Boop. Spinner! Yay! Congratulations! You will be getting a message from me with your link to go and get your copy of that. And do not worry, folks. We are giving a copy away of this wonderful, wonderful supplement away each time. So there are a few more chances. Do join us again next time we are here on the Snout of Omgar. And without further ado, we will go a-raiding, so stick around and see where we are headed. But until next time, thank you all, lovely players, lovely audience, and as we like to say around these parts, oyasumi nasai. Have a good one. Bye.
That's me.